All right, awesome, awesome, awesome. Again, I'm Camille Newman Aline, and I am the director of the Brooklyn Women's Business Center. Pitching, as Elaine said, Delia said, they call me the pitch boss. Pitching is probably my favorite thing to do, okay? But what I find is that a lot of small businesses, they don't master this very necessary art for putting their businesses out there. So I'm going to give you a crash course. You're not going to necessarily get everything today, but it's to get you in the right frame of mind for surprise, another breakout session this afternoon. Okay, so we're going to be perfecting our business pitch. Now, as I'm an interactive person, so put questions in the chat. Is at first put a 1 in the chat if you're with me, if you're ready. There's over 100 people on this call. Let me see these ones. Yes, 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 yes. That's what I like to see. We're ready to learn how to pitch. So I love just telling you who I am. It's not to boast, but it's to let you know that I'm actually qualified to teach you what I'm talking about. So I've gotten really over $100,000 in pitch competitions. I think I'm up to 125 at this point. I really just pitch for fun for my other business. That's me at Black Enterprise. I just like to tell people where I'm coming from so you all know that, you know, I really know what I'm talking about. That's me actually at the New York City Startup Weekend. My company won first prize there, I think 2 years ago for Google for Entrepreneurs. And that's really just a recap of some of the pitch competitions that I've won. Dream Project Pitch. Actually, I think I saw Winnie on here. I've won Power Up twice, first. In a couple of places, I think first runner up or something like that, and then the winning prize the following year. So you guys got it. Definitely enter Power Up. If you do nothing else, be sure that if you're in Brooklyn, that you enter the Power Up Business Plan Competition. So what is a pitch competition? I just wanted to explain that because I know that not everybody's familiar with that concept. A pitch competition is really where you as a business go and present your business. Sometimes they're 60 seconds, sometimes they're 3 minutes. I've pitched for 7 minutes with slides. And it's really just you talking about your business, talking about the products and services that you provide, whatever traction you've had, and what you share is really dependent on how much time you're given. So, and they're great because they're really an overlooked, I should say, source of funding for particularly startup entrepreneurs who need maybe that first 5,000 or that first 10,000 to really build, you know, your minimum viable product, your MVP, or get your business off the ground. So I would encourage you after you get off this call to be sure to check out which pitch competitions are in your area. But I know that when it comes to pitching your business, some of you are all like, I'm just trying not to die, okay? You're like, I hate public speaking. I hate talking in public. I really do. And believe it or not, I'm actually a pretty shy person, but I get excited when it comes to both pitching my business and really just letting people know about the awesome and amazing work that we're doing. If we have a little bit more time, I'll tell you a little bit more about my business outside of the Brooklyn Women's Business Center that I work with. So always be prepared to seize the day as an entrepreneur. You never know who you're going to meet. You literally could be in an elevator with the next person who can write you that $25,000 check or even that $5,000 check to make a difference in your business. Today, I'm really just going to focus on the 1 sentence pitch. And believe it or not, a lot of us entrepreneurs, we still haven't mastered that. So that's what I'm really going to dig into today. And I say, I'm just saying a lot. So you'll see my little slides with this quote. If you can't describe your business in 1 sentence, then you really don't understand your business well enough. Entrepreneurs, have you ever met someone and you're like, tell me about your business? And they go around, come back around again. You lose people at 30 seconds. So entrepreneurs, it's critical that you really understand, how do I pitch my business in the best way that will have people, you know, interested to know more? Can I get a 1 in the chat? Let me see a 1. Let me see a 1. You're ready to learn how to pitch this business. Yes, I love this group. You guys are really responding here. You are ready to learn how to pitch in 1 sentence. So this is my secret formula. Don't go giving anyone, okay? This is just for my power forward Black businesses and entrepreneurs. I want you to copy this pitch formula down, and I'll show it again. It's my company name is develop a defined offering to help a target audience solve a problem with my secret sauce. So again, my company is developing a defined offering to help a target audience solve a problem with my secret sauce. So what I have in brackets, I'm gonna break down in each section. And I'll show this again. So don't worry if you didn't get this. Take a picture with your phone. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you have this. My company, if you wrote this down, a 2 in the chat. Yes, yes, yes. Good, good, good. I see you all. This is amazing. So let's start with defined offering. You ever talk to a business owner and they're like, well, actually, I'm a consulting business that does a little dry cleaning, that does y'all. No, 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 and no. A defined offering is very simple. Are you a website? Are you a mobile app? Are you software? You know, a defined offering needs to be short. It needs to be simple. It needs to be capable of being understood by everyone. So is it hardware? Think of this. What exactly are you selling? That's really how you look at a defined offering, right? So does everyone understand a defined offering? Let me pop in the chat to see if I see any question. Let me get a 2 in the chat if you understand a defined offering. I don't need you going around and coming around again. I want it to be very simple. It needs to be short, simple, and capable of being understood by everyone. Yes, I see those 2s in the chat. Awesome. So again, we're back to this formula. My company, this is a 1-sentence pitch now. If we had more time, we would go into 60 seconds, 3 minutes, all of that. But right now we're focused on a 1-sentence pitch. So again, it's my company, X, is developing a defined offering. We just reviewed that to help a target audience solve a problem with a secret sauce. So now I'm gonna go over target audience. Now, so many entrepreneurs, I can't understand, they have an issue with this. For example, my target audience is everyone. Entrepreneurs, you cannot be all things to all people, or your audience, your target audience is very broad. My target audience is 18 to 65. That is just really very unrealistic. Just really think about right now, if you're already in business, think about that age group or group of people that really has you getting income. Like, who is buttering your bread right now? Is it your 25 to 45-year-olds? Is it seniors, 65 and older? Really think about that right now. That's really your core target audience. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you can't serve other groups, but the reason why you want to refine who your target audience is because you speak to their primary needs in your marketing and all of your sales pitches first, and then you cater to your auxiliary groups. So, you know, think of maybe your demographic is men, ages 25 to 35. Really just think of who's paying the bills and who is keeping those lights on, okay? Because if you're running after a 65 and over audience and they're not your main group, you're really missing the opportunities to cater to your current group and really service their current needs and discover ways to monetize other needs. So put a 2 in the chat if you get that. You're like, Camille, I understand it now. I'm gonna change my target audience or the way I think about my target audience. Come on, I wanna see those 2s. Great, great, great. Someone says, if you have 2 target audiences, can you cater to both? You can, but if you dig deep into the numbers, I'm telling you, you're gonna recognize that you have one really main target audience. Now, I'm not saying cut off the rest of them, but always think with that main target audience in mind. And then as you scale your business, you can fully cater to these other audiences. Awesome. So again, we're back to this formula. My company is developing a defined offering. We just reviewed that. Target to help a target audience. We just reviewed that. Solve a problem with a secret sauce. Now let's talk about problems. Now, I love entrepreneurs. We are always creative. If you're like me, you're up at 2 a.m. in the morning. You're like, I have an idea. I know my husband is tired of me at this point because he's like, Camille, no more ideas. Develop what you got, okay? Thing is, entrepreneurs, because we are creative and we have the innate ability to build. I don't want you to lose that. But what I want you to do is really solve a problem. You know what I've been thinking about lately? I'm not going to start another business because I just don't have the time. But I'm like, I should come up with some kind of software that actually helps companies help employees while they're working from home. Everybody knows that post-COVID, not all of us are necessarily going back to work, right? This might be a true opportunity. I want an entrepreneur to take that and run with it today and say that you discovered at the Power Forward business an idea that can possibly scale into a multi-million-dollar business. So that's just one of the new things I'm thinking about. So how did I come up with that? I'm thinking of solving a problem. So if you're on this call and you're like, I don't know where to start, Camille, think about what problems are you seeing in your everyday? Is there something that really just gets on your nerves? Does the dry cleaner use a process that you can't stand? Do your research, really get out there, because the best type of businesses are those that are innately solving a problem. So put a 2 in the chat if you understand what I mean. Solving a problem, we're there, right? Yes, I see you coming in the chat. All right, so are our wheels churning? Are our wheels churning for our one sentence pitch? Great, great, great. I'm seeing you all. Yes, so we are back. Again, I just want to recap this. My company is developing a defined offering to help a target audience. We talked about that. Solve a problem with now a secret sauce. Now, what is your secret sauce? Listen, I know some of my Black businesses. I've eaten some of this food. Some of y'all got some true secret sauce, okay? Like, is it that you only jerk chicken this type of way? I can say that because I'm Jamaican. Like, is it that you only use peanut oil? Whatever it is. What is it that adds a unique approach to solving the problem and demonstrates a mastery of your market? That's really important. So if you're going to be out there baking, you can't just be an every average baker. Is it the packaging? You know, what is it about your business that really, really sets you above and beyond? Okay, that's really what I want you to think about. Now, I do have a little bit of time to share a winning pitch. This pitch actually came from, one sentence pitch came from TechCrunch. I'm trying to remember who I took this from. TechCrunch and the Founders Institute that does a one sentence pitch actually every year. This company won first prize last year. My company, Air2, is developing a web-based social seating check-in platform to help air travelers see who is on board and their flight, and use Facebook and LinkedIn to assign all seats with one click. Isn't this amazing? So the defined offering is what, right? The web-based social seating, right? They're targeting air travelers here. I would have loved to see that refined a little bit more. And what is their secret sauce, right? They're allowing people to look at LinkedIn profiles and Facebook profiles and seat them accordingly. Now, I don't know about you, but I would love to sit next to like Mark Zuckerberg. Can I get an amen? Put me to the right person. Exactly. I see you in the chat. People are like, amen, amen. Put me with the right person on that plane. So this company, Air2, is actually developing this as we speak. And they won actually a competition last year just off of one sentence. So put a 1 in the chat if you understand now the value of really developing your one sentence pitch. Let me see it. Let me see it. Yes, yes, yes. So you're going to get the opportunity again a little later on to practice your one sentence pitch. But because we're running out of time, I want to leave you with this. The Pitch Boss motto is pitch anything, anytime, anywhere. I challenge myself. Even when I'm at home, if I pick up a random bottle of something from the supermarket, I literally sit there and say, how am I going to put this in a 30-second pitch? Just to tell you briefly about my other business outside of the Brooklyn Women's Business Center, it's Pop-Up Plus, and we offer trendy apparel for plus size women ages 25 to 44, really briefly. But it's through that business that I've raised and pitched over $100,000 to grow and expand that business. So it really is possible. I want to encourage my entrepreneurs, work on that 1-sentence pitch, that 30-second pitch. You're going to tell me, I'm going to see you a couple weeks or months from now, or you're going to email me and you're going to say, Camille, that 30-second pitch put me in the room with someone and I was able to get my business funded. Okay. So do we got it? Do we understand what's happening, right? We're going to transform our business through this 1-sentence pitch. Let me get a yes in the chat. Yes, Mecca says yes, 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 yes. Come on now. Do we have our 1-sentence pitch? Are we going to work on it? Yes, somebody said yes, ma'am. I'm truly excited. Again, you all, I'm Camille Newman Aline. You can find us. My partner in crime is on here, Joel Porta, and he'll put details where you can contact me in the Brooklyn WBC on the chat. I'm excited about the rest of the day. Remember to tag Brooklyn WBC and Bach_WBC using the hashtag Power Forward. All right, y'all, I'm ready. Back to you, Delia.
Thank you, Camille. So just to reiterate, Camille Newman, the wonderful Miss Pitch Boss,